Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, caught in the unrelenting grip of your own thoughts? Perhaps your mind feels like a broken record, endlessly replaying past mistakes, fretting over current challenges, or conjuring up every worst-case scenario your imagination can create. It's like your brain has become this overzealous filmmaker, constantly scripting dramas that haven't even happened yet. Or maybe you hesitate before starting something new because your internal dialogue convinces you of all the things that could go wrong. What if you fail? What if people judge you? What if? Those two tiny words wield so much power, don't they? They loop endlessly in your head, feeding your fears and leaving you paralyzed by doubt. And then there's that lingering concern about what others think of you. How often have you edited your behavior, filtered your words, or second-guessed your choices, worrying about how you're perceived? Maybe you've caught yourself replaying an awkward conversation, dissecting every word, and imagining how it might have been received. It's exhausting, isn't it? If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. What you're experiencing is overthinking, a habit that traps us in our own minds, complicates even the simplest tasks, and drains the joy out of life. The good news is that overthinking isn't some incurable condition. It's a pattern of thought, and like all patterns, it can be broken with the right tools and a bit of practice. Let's explore a way out of this mental maze. Imagine, for a moment, what it would feel like to step off the hamster wheel of overthinking. Picture your mind as a calm, clear lake, still and undisturbed. How freeing would that be? How much more energy would you have if you weren't bogged down by endless loops of worrying and doubt? Here's the first thing you need to know. Overthinking does not help. Yes, planning and analyzing are valuable, but there's a point where they cross the line into counterproductive territory. When you overplan, you're no longer preparing for success, you're procrastinating. When you overanalyze, you're not gaining clarity, you're creating confusion. Overthinking doesn't solve problems, it just distracts you from solving them. Think of overthinking as a thief. It steals your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. Every moment you spend stuck in overthinking is a moment you could have spent taking action, enjoying life, or simply being present. Breaking free starts with mindfulness, a word that might sound like a trendy buzzword but is, in reality, a powerful antidote to overthinking. Mindfulness isn't about erasing your thoughts or suppressing your emotions. It's about observing them without judgment, letting them come and go like clouds passing through the sky. One of the simplest and most effective ways to practice mindfulness is through your breath. The ancient practice of focusing on your inhale and exhale, known as anapanasati in Buddhist teachings, has been shown to calm the mind and bring you into the present moment. When you concentrate on your breath, your racing thoughts start to slow down. Suddenly, instead of juggling 1,000 worries, you're simply noticing the rhythm of your breathing. Inhale, exhale, just 2 thoughts, nothing more. Try this the next time your mind starts spiraling. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold it for a moment, then exhale gently through your mouth. As you breathe, let your focus rest solely on the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. Feel your chest rise and fall. Notice the temperature of the air as it enters your nostrils. With each breath, you'll find yourself becoming more grounded, more present, and less overwhelmed by the noise in your head. Mindfulness extends beyond breathing. You can also bring it into your everyday activities. For instance, when you're eating, pay attention to the flavors and textures of your food. When you're walking, notice the feeling of your feet hitting the ground. When you're washing your hands, feel the water's temperature and the soap's texture. These small moments of mindfulness can anchor you in the present and pull you out of the endless loop of overthinking. There's a saying that captures the essence of mindfulness beautifully. If you're depressed, you're living in the past. If you're anxious, you're living in the future. If you're at peace, you're living in the present. Overthinking often pulls us into the past or propels us into the future, but peace is found here and now. Now, let's talk about the infamous what if question, the overthinker's favorite companion. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if everything goes wrong? These questions are like weeds in a garden, choking out the flowers of possibility. But here's the thing. For every negative what if, there's an equally valid positive one. What if you succeed? What if you're more capable than you realize? What if everything turns out better than you expected? Shifting your mindset from negative what ifs to positive ones isn't about blind optimism, it's about balancing the scales. It's about recognizing that while challenges are possible, so are triumphs. And even if things don't go as planned, you're resilient enough to adapt and grow. Perfectionism often fuels overthinking. We set impossibly high standards for ourselves, believing that anything less than perfect is unacceptable. That perfection is an illusion, a mirage we chase but can never truly reach. Instead of striving for perfection, aim to be the best version of yourself. Embrace progress over perfection. Celebrate effort over outcome. Remember, growth happens in the messy, imperfect middle, not in some unattainable ideal. Taking risks is another area where overthinking can hold us back. Fear of failure, rejection, or judgment often stops us from pursuing our dreams. But here's the truth: without risk, there is no reward. Every great achievement in history began with a leap of faith. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb on his first try. He failed thousands of times, but each failure brought him closer to success. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to it. Self-compassion is also key to overcoming overthinking. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you offer a close friend. When you catch yourself overthinking, don't berate yourself. Instead, gently redirect your focus. Remind yourself that you're doing your best and that it's okay to make mistakes. Self-compassion isn't self-indulgence, it's self-preservation. Ultimately, the goal is to break free from the prison of your mind and step into the freedom of the present moment. Overthinking may feel like a mountain, but with practice, patience, and the right tools, you can climb it. You can reclaim your peace, your clarity, and your joy. As you listen to these words, I hope they resonate with you. I hope they inspire you to take that first step toward a calmer, more mindful life. Remember, every moment spent overthinking is a moment you can never get back. Choose instead to live fully, to embrace imperfection, and to trust yourself. Take a deep breath now. Inhale. Exhale. Let go of the thoughts that don't serve you. You are enough, just as you are. You've got this.